If your kids help around the house, but you still feel like everything ultimately falls on you, this episode is going to shift how you think about chores. Hey, welcome back to the Organized-ish Parent Podcast. I'm your host, Dianne Jimenez. I work with moms who are doing a lot for everyone, not because they want to, but because it feels faster, easier, or like no one else will do it right if they don't. And today, we're talking about chores, but more specifically, we're talking about the very first responsibility kids should learn if you actually want less on your plate long term. Not just more help that still somehow creates more work for you. Parenthood is challenging enough as it is, and getting organized sounds easier said than done. Now, combine these two together, and it's truly a balancing act that many of us struggle with day in, day out. If you're here, it's because you want to know how to get your life and home more organized and structured where the kids are involved too, so that parent life is a little easier and you can focus on what truly matters. Hey there, I'm Dianne Jimenez, owner and founder of One Tidy Place. I created this podcast because I know parents have their hands full. I know this because I have 3 kids of my own. Each week, we'll talk about all things organizing, teaching kids life skills, and contributing to the home, being on the same page with your partner, and raising your kids together while you tidy up, go out for a walk, or just need some real talk. I'm here for you. Thank you for tuning in. Are you ready? Let's do this. Okay, here's the core truth I want you to hear. The first chore isn't about cleaning. It's about ownership. Not perfection, not speed, not doing it the way you would do it. Ownership. When we talk about kids learning responsibility, what actually works are responsibilities that meet 3 conditions. The first one being, it needs to happen daily, not once in a while, not when I remember to remind them. Daily creates rhythm. Rhythm builds confidence. Second, it needs to impact the family. If the chore only affects them, it's easy to disconnect from it. But when it affects the household, kids start to see themselves as contributors, not just helpers. And third, and this one's the hardest, it doesn't get redone by you. I'm going to say that again. It doesn't get redone by you. Because the moment you redo it, ownership quietly transfers back to you. Now, quick side note here, your organizing style actually shows up a lot in how you handle this. Some of us step in too fast. Some of us pull back too much, and both can block responsibility from actually sticking. That's why there's no one-size-fits-all approach. But there is one responsibility that works incredibly well as a starting point. The first chore that every kid over 7 should learn is this: managing their own daily reset. That could look like their room, their backpack, their school items, or even a shared space they're responsible for. Not cleaning the whole house, not doing it perfectly, just owning the reset. So here's a quick story. I remember watching one of my kids do their reset and feeling that urge rise up in my body, like, what are they doing? You know the one I'm talking about, right? I could do this faster. I could do this a lot better. That's not how it's supposed to go. It would literally take 2 seconds if I just fixed it, and then we're going to be okay. And I had to physically stop myself. I stood there, uncomfortable, watching it take longer than I wanted and not look the way I would have done it. But here's what shifted for me. every time I stepped in before, I thought I was helping. I thought I was making things better. But what I was actually doing was taking ownership right back. When I stopped correcting, when I stopped hovering, something changed. And it wasn't overnight, and it wasn't perfect either. But confidence started to grow, and responsibility finally stuck because it was theirs, not mine. So here's what I need for you to do next. Choose one daily responsibility that your child fully owns. And this is where the real work is. Let go of how it looks. Yeah. Let it be imperfect. Let it take time. And most importantly, let it be theirs. That's how capable kids are built. So if you want help choosing the right responsibility, comment ownership and tell me your child's age, and I'll suggest a responsibility that fits where they are developmentally, not where you think they should be. All right? Okay, my friend, I appreciate you being here and taking the time out of your busy day listening to this podcast show. And if you enjoyed it and got some great takeaways, please make sure that you like and subscribe from wherever you're listening, but also share this episode with a friend or two, or maybe even your spouse, and then talk about it, okay? And remember, you're not raising helpers, you're raising contributors. Thank you. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.